the evil-minded Duryodhana held a meeting with Drona, Bhishma, Karna, and other senior leaders. Driven by greed and determined to do whatever it took to win the war, Duryodhana carefully considered all factors that might aid his success. He asked his teacher, Drona, to determine an auspicious day and time to perform a Durga Puja and commence the war. Drona advised Duryodhana to consult Sahadeva, as he was a skilled astrologer and the most suitable person for such guidance. Surprised by this suggestion, Duryodhana questioned Drona, asking how he could possibly approach an enemy to determine an auspicious date for performing a Durga Puja to ensure his victory in the war. Drona explained that Sahadeva would never refuse if Duryodhana approached him immediately after his bath and morning puja. He further assured Duryodhana that Sahadeva was a steadfast adherent to truth and could be trusted to provide accurate and reliable guidance. The next morning, Duryodhana approached Sahadeva just after he had completed his puja. Acknowledging their enmity, Duryodhana expressed his trust in Sahadeva's commitment to Dharma and his duty as an astrologer to speak the truth. He then requested Sahadeva to determine the most auspicious time to perform Durga Puja to ensure victory for the kauravas. Sahadeva promptly performed the necessary calculations and provided his predictions to Duryodhana. He stated that the upcoming Amavasya, the new moon, which was 2 days away, would be an auspicious time to perform the Durga Puja and then commence the war, ensuring victory for Duryodhana. Delighted by this information, Duryodhana thanked Sahadeva and returned to his army's command center. The omniscient Bhagavan Krishna, aware of this conversation, was displeased with Sahadeva for assisting the enemy. However, Sahadeva defended his actions, explaining that his dharma compelled him to help anyone who sought his guidance after his morning puja. He further stated that his commitment to truth prevented him from giving false advice to anyone. Bhagavan Krishna realized that if Duryodhana commenced the war on Amavasya, victory for the kauravas was assured. Bhagavan Krishna went to the Pandavas camp and informed them about Sahadeva's advice to the enemy. This revelation shocked Yudhishthira, Arjuna, Bhima, and even Nakula, but they were not particularly upset with Sahadeva. They understood Duryodhana's treacherous nature and respected Sahadeva's unwavering commitment to the principles of Jyotish Shastra, his knowledge of astrology, and his adherence to truth. The Pandavas, however, were confident that Bhagavan Krishna would devise a brilliant solution to the grave problem they faced. After a short pause, Krishna smiled and revealed that he had come up with a plan. He then asked Yudhishthira, Arjuna, Bhima, and Nakula not to disclose his plan to Sahadeva. The following morning, Bhagavan Krishna led the Pandavas, keeping Sahadeva aside, to the riverside to perform Tarpanam, the oblations to their forefathers. Yudhishthira, surprised, asked Bhagavan Krishna why they were performing the ritual a day before Amavasya, the new moon. Krishna, with a reassuring smile, asked the Pandavas to trust him and follow his commands without question. As the Pandavas began performing the Tarpanam for their father and ancestors, the deities in heaven were perplexed. They discussed amongst themselves, trying to understand what was unfolding on earth and what the Pandavas were up to. The two primary deities associated with Amavasya, Surya Bhagavan and Chandra Bhagavan, hurried to Bhagavan Krishna to seek an explanation for what was happening. Surya Bhagavan and Chandra Bhagavan asked Bhagavan Krishna why the Pandavas were performing Tarpanam when it wasn't yet Amavasya. With a playful twinkle in his eyes, Bhagavan Krishna replied that it certainly wasn't Amavasya before both Surya Bhagavan and Chandra Bhagavan appeared before and asked that very question. To this, Krishna said that the new moon day was the day the sun and the moon came together, and they were together now in front of him. So this was the new moon day. Amavasya was declared, and the war was initiated. Due to this, Duryodhana was unable to perform the Durga Puja on the right day, and Krishna ensured that he wouldn't win. Bhagavan Krishna cleverly ensured that Sahadeva did not go against his Dharma of being an honest astrologer, while also ensuring that the war was initiated at a time that was inauspicious for the kauravas. Through his divine wisdom, Krishna turned the situation to the Pandavas' advantage without compromising Sahadeva's integrity. The Bodhayana Amavasya is an additional new moon that occurs on Chaturdashi, or the day before the actual new moon.